Before this video starts, make sure to subscribe to the main channel. Let's try and get to 200 subs by the end of 2022. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video on the second channel. Today we are going to be looking at the results from this current match day, the first match day of the season, with Leagues 1, 2 and the Championship all kicking off, as well as the Community Shield. We'll have a little look at that. This is football this weekend. I think the right place to start is actually the Charity Shield or the Community Shield. What a game it was between Liverpool and Manchester City. It ended up being Liverpool 3, Manchester City 1. It was such a good game. Trent Alexander-Arnold making it 1-0 in the first half, City equalising in the second half, and then late on Salah with the penalty, and then Núñez to finish it off for Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool lift the Charity Shield for the first time, I think, since 2008 or something like that. I can't quite remember the stat they said on ITV, but it was some stat like that. But yeah, credit to Liverpool and unlucky to Manchester City. But well done Liverpool and congratulations. Now we got that out of the way, let's move on to EFL League 2. We had a lot of, let's say, shocks in this league. We had a lot of good goals in this match day. I'm going to read you the results right now. AFC Wimbledon 2, Gillingham 0. Bradford City 0, Doncaster Rovers 0. Carlisle United 1, Crawley Town 0. Harrogate Town 3, Swindon Town 0. Leyton Orient 2, Grimsby Town 0. Northampton Town 3, Colchester United 2. Rochdale 1, Crewe Alexandra 2. Salford City 2, Mansfield Town 0. Stockport County 2, Barrow 3. Sutton United 1, Newport County 1. Tranmere Rovers 1, Stevenage 2, and finally Walsall 4, Hartlepool 0. Obviously Walsall having the best of starts in my opinion, having a 4-0 win against Hartlepool. That was a great result for them at the Poundland Bescot Stadium. There were a few shocks in there though. I'd say Harrogate beating Swindon Town was a really interesting result in my opinion. However, Harrogate were excellent on the day. Bradford City and Doncaster was a 0-0 draw. I thought that would have a lot of goals in it as well. And the new boys, Stockport County, coming up from the National League, losing at home on the opening day to Pete Wild's Barrow. Pete Wild coming in from Halifax. He also brought Billy Waters in with him, and obviously he scored against Stockport, so a little bit of revenge there for Pete Wild. Let's obviously look at the top 6 then of that division. Obviously Walsall top the way with 3 points and 4 goals scored. However, it means nothing. It doesn't mean anything so far, and you know, Walsall, they may be top now, but you know, in 23 odd games, will they be top? Who knows? But obviously Harrogate in 2nd, Wimbledon in 3rd, the Leyton Orient, Salford and Barrow, them 3 getting the wins against Grimsby, Mansfield and Stockport. Let's move on to League 1 then. This was an interesting division. We had a lot of decent results in this. We had a lot of entertaining and dramatic late goals, and just overall good day sort of wins for some teams, such as Cambridge. They beat MK Dons by 1-0. Who would have thought that after all MK Dons did last season and what Cambridge did last season? But yeah, I am going to now read you the League 1 results. Accrington Stanley 2, Charlton Athletic 2. Bristol Rovers 1, Forest Green Rovers 2. Cambridge United 1, MK Dons 0. Cheltenham Town 2, Peterborough 3. Derby County 1, Oxford 0. Ipswich Town 1, Bolton Wanderers 1. Lincoln City 1, Exeter City 1. Morecambe 0, Shrewsbury Town 0. Plymouth Argyle 1, Barnsley 0. Port Vale 2, Fleetwood Town 1. Sheffield Wednesday 3, Portsmouth 3. And finally Wycombe Wanderers 3, Burton Albion 0. Some of them obvious results being Cheltenham's 3-2 loss to Peterborough. They were 2-0 up in the first half, Cheltenham, and obviously lost to Peterborough in the second half. To be fair to Peterborough, they did well to come back from that. I mean, credit to Peterborough. But to go 2-0 up at half-time and then go and lose the game, Cheltenham, you could do better. What a game it was at Hillsborough. It finished Sheffield Wednesday 3, Portsmouth 3. What a dramatic ending it was. I think Portsmouth went 3-2 up, and then obviously Wednesday equalised. I think it was like in the 85th minute. Can't quite remember at the top of my head. And obviously Lee Gregory getting sent off in the late stages as well. So that just makes it even more dramatic. But what an opening game that was at Hillsborough. Derby with 30,000 at the iPro. What a start they had. They nearly lost that game multiple times. However, they pulled through with a 1-0 win at home to Oxford United. If you see my TikToks, I put Derby to be mid-table. However, seeing them today, I thought, you know what, why not? Why can't they push for promotion? Now I realise that. And finally, the main one to look at, or the main few really I've just noticed, are Plymouth Argyle against Barnsley. That was a great game. Good start for Plymouth Argyle. Barnsley have had a slow start, but it's a tough opposition. They'll come back from this, Barnsley. And finally, Wycombe Wanderers 3. Burton Albion 0. Wycombe getting 3 goals in the first half to properly demolish Burton Albion. I think Burton did well to make it only 3-0. Hopefully Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank has a way to, slightly fix his team, because if they carry on playing like this, it's not going to be a good season for Burton. Let's move on to the top 6 of League One now. We've got Wycombe obviously top with that 3-0 win over Burton that we have just talked about. Peterborough second and Forest Green third. Forest Green was underrated to get that late winner against Bristol Rovers. That was also a very good game in League One. And Port Vale in 4th, Cambridge in 5th and Derby in 6th, getting wins over Fleetwood, MK Dons and Oxford United. Let's move on to the Championship now. There were less 3 o'clock kickoffs than League 1 and League 2. However, I am going to read them 3 PM kickoffs off to you now. Blackburn Rovers 1, QPR 0, Blackpool 1, Reading 0, Cardiff City 1, Norwich City 0, Hull City 2, Bristol City 1, Luton Town 0, Birmingham City 0, Millwall 2, Stoke City 0, Rotherham United 1, Swansea City 1, and finally Wigan Athletic 0, Preston North End 0. Norwich having a slow start under Dean Smith. I mean, they haven't made a lot of changes, Norwich. I mean, they have obviously still got the likes of Timu Pukki and Todd Cantwell, and obviously Grant Hanley, who got sent off in that game. He's going to be important for Norwich, but obviously not in this game. They had a slow start to a decent Cardiff team, to be fair to him, Cardiff. Maybe Norwich won't get that straight, rocket power up to promotion. Maybe it'll be a tough season than Norwich expect. I think Millwall getting a 2-0 win over Stoke was a great result for, I think it's Gary Rowett still at Millwall. Brilliant result for them. I mean, obviously they're now top of the table, which you can now see on screen, the top 6, with Hull City and Burnley. Hull City getting a 2-1 win against Bristol City, as we saw another late, I think, penalty it were for Hull City. I mean, they made a lot of changes in their camp. As well as Burnley, they had their late kick-off on Friday against Huddersfield. Vincent Kompany's men getting a 1-0 win over Huddersfield. Blackburn, Blackpool and Cardiff City making that other top 6 places after beating QPR, Reading and Norwich. So yeah, the EFL got off to a flying start for some teams. Maybe some teams need a bit of a wake-up call. However, this is what the opening day is all about, and I'm very glad football is back. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and make sure to comment down below some video suggestions down below so I can have a look at them. But as always, please make sure to subscribe if you are new. Hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye, guys.